This poem was written as a commission for the Model Gallery in Sligo in response to their Nyland collection. And as well as writing the poem, I also wrote a commentary to go with the poem, which I thought I would read it out now as an introduction to the piece. The artwork in the collection that I responded to is Marie Foley's sculpture called Portrait. What first struck me about this piece was how like a poem it was, contained, condensed, constructed, a combination of the found and the made, of violence and beauty. I wanted to respond to Portrait by making a poem that was a constructed object too. My poem uses material from various sources, overheard voices, found texts, that when placed together on the page might suggest new interpretations. It's also an object in the sense that it was put together non-digitally, typed with an old Underwood typewriter onto a disused piece of very thin Japanese paper, which I found in my husband's print studio. Working in this way seemed to give my poem a new dimension. It gained a tactility and a uniqueness on the one hand, while acquiring a functional, reusable, almost throwaway quality on the other, all of which questioned in exciting ways my ideas about ownership and the singularity of the author. This is a copy of the original poem, which is typed in that typewriter onto a piece of found paper, which in this case is a found scrap of 19th century book about botany. And this is the object poem that I'll be leaving here in the UCD archives. And I'm going to read from it now. Object theory. The found object is a lesson in metaphor. It is found, then named, e.g. the fountain. It is shifted to a context where it evokes new meanings. Next slide, please. The found object hungers after life. It seeks out positional truth. It must not break away from danger. Next slide, please. The open eye, the iron mouth, the breakable cheekbone. Next slide, please. The artist builds a little chamber. Light is admitted through a tiny hole. Everything you see will be upside down.